Dave.
Ian.
Apex adjacent, car show, etc., etc., etc. I was going to start out by reading out the table of contents, but you've done something that you're starting to lean into something that I actually really enjoy. Mm-hmm. And I don't want you to stop, but it does mean that I can't really go through the table of contents because your table of contents has gotten more and more sort of abstract as we've progressed. Yeah. And this one is like particularly
which one?
Well, like Dave does dealerships. Don't know what that means.
Right.
Ian loves memes. Don't know what that means.
Right.
Yeah. And then
some of that's by design. I want something intriguing. I like it when you're like, ooh, what's this fortune cookie gonna unwrap for me?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. But like, it's hard to do, you refer to that as DJing it, right? Like, you're kind of putting together a mixtape live, but you don't know what energy you're going to get. So. Right.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point because it could be like, well, everyone in my family's dead.
Well, let's move on.
Good news, the topic said waffles. That was our last meal.
Right.
Yeah. I promise not to spring anything like that on you. Yeah.
Well, I've told you the story about the coworker. This is way off topic. But we're doing it.
Greatest automotive podcast in the known universe.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
I had this coworker who had an Isuzu Ascent. Is that what it was? Chevy Trailblazer badge engineering thing.
Ascender,
an Isuzu Ascender, which was the worst smelling vehicle I have ever been in.
Okay.
Because he smoked cigars in it, and it was off. And it had like that. It had the plastic, but it had like it looked like there was drips of residue and just stuff on it.
Yeah.
It was real gross. Anyway, he used to lay traps for people. And I think I've told this story on the podcast a long, long time ago. We're telling it again. And one time we went to work, and it was the day after Halloween.
Okay.
And he said he volunteered out of nowhere that he shut off the lights and hid so that way no kids would come to the door for Halloween.
Okay. Yep.
And we're like, the fuck is wrong with you? Give the kids some candy. Like,
right. Also, why is you hiding the important, like a part of this? They're not going to break into your house and then be like, oh, we can't find him. Now we're not getting candy.
Right. And so he volunteered this with no context whatsoever.
Sure.
And of course, that's your reaction. Like, what? That's fucking weird. Like, just give kids candy. What? It's harmless fun. And then my dad died on Halloween.
Oh, these fucking conversation bear traps that they put out. Yeah. Like the fucking GoldenEye proximity mines of conversation.
Yeah. And you're like, well, okay. That would have been useful context.
I just walked in. Yeah. Out of order, buddy. Out of order. Yeah. I'm sorry, man.
What a dick.
Ian, I think that this picture of the Isuzu Ascender may have been taken in Denver. I think I might know where this is.
I think you're right.
Does it look familiar to you too? Is this a Colorado plate? I can't tell. It might be.
It's hard to tell, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go on a Google Maps hunt for SOVAC places pretty soon here. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Well, so what would you like to know, Ian? What would you like to know based on my cryptic talkabouts?
I mean, you've got Dave Does Dealerships right at the top, and I got to know what that's all about.
Sure, buddy. First of all, I'm a fan of alliteration. Can't get enough of it, right?
Yeah.
So we took, a little bit ago, we took my wife's Lexus RX 450H to the dealer for like, it's a 2017 and she only has like 20,000 miles on it. Mm-hmm. So, like it's the services that you have to do based on time, not mileage.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Which we never really fall into. I mean, now within the past couple of years with COVID and everything, a little bit more often, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So we're at the Lexus dealer at Cooney, and it's a great Lexus dealer, right? Like they're always, you know, it is absolutely living up to the stereotype of like, it is their service that sells the cars, right? And when you go with another brand, like you are not getting that same like Lexus service. Fine. They've got a great like place to chill out. They'll make you coffee. They've got a pool table, you know, all that stuff, right? And it's a very relaxing place to wait while you're, you know, waiting for your car. But they have a really cool thing that I am 1,000% behind. So in their showroom, or like two stories, right? The waiting area is upstairs. The upstairs area, there's like this kind of little roped off area, right? Where I saw this, right? And so it's a new LS, right? You know, great. Like, you know, I love it. I got that twin turbo one as a loaner one time and it was fantastic, right? But the thing is, they have a glass floor that they park it on. And so you can look, you go downstairs and here's the undercarriage of the vehicle.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And they change these cars out all the time. And we went one time and there was the first LS there, like the 1990 LS there, parked in this spot. And so like you could see all of the engineering and stuff, like the undercarriage. It's really cool.
That is pretty cool.
Like rotating stuff out like that. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. You need to do is just sneak my car in there. That way there's just
it's just black.
Big blots. And they're like, someone will look up and it'll be a Rorschach test, and someone will look up and go, Mom?
It's either black from the oil or because your car is so low, light can't get underneath it.
Right. It's just a perfect seal. Yeah.
Yeah. Every time you park it, does it go thunk?
Yeah.
Right? Nice. Like the top of a Snapple bottle up there. Yeah. Yeah. But I thought that was kind of like a cool thing to do, right?
Yeah. That is really crazy, though. There's so many like under trays, like, because if you look, these are all like tiny little plastic under trays to kind of give it a flat bottom. Right. But it's just a bunch of plastic.
It is. But I mean, that stuff goes a long way, you know?
Sure. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I have a fair amount under mine. My wife's RX has more. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool to see. Yeah. It's, and like seeing the dual exhaust come down like that, you know? Yeah. Resonators. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. The cats are up here. So they are, that's been the trend in these V8 sedans lately, is the cat's really nestled up near the exhaust manifold. Yeah. So, but yeah, cool stuff, right?
It's very cool.
Yeah. So Dave does dealerships, Ian. There you go.
I like it.
Yeah. Demystified.
Okay.
Yeah.
Demystifying Dave does dealerships.
Yeah. Yeah. A dealership killed my family.
On Halloween.
Exactly.
Yeah.
While recording a podcast.
I love it.
Yeah. So there you go, Ian. There's Dave does dealerships.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's talk about the actual car stuff that we've done lately.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We did some sim driving together.
We did. Yeah, we had a very good time doing some sim driving. We've had a couple sessions lately. Yeah.
We've had we did some Assetto Corsa where we got to use all of our IT skills to make that happen.
Yes, we did. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Forever to get that going, but it was worth it. It was a lot of fun. We drove that fucking 70s or that was it 80s?
No,
Lotus F1 car.
Yeah. Oh, what was it? It was like a Lotus 59 F1 car or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
98T is what it was. Yeah.
Insane.
Right? Yeah. When people talk about like how crazy these cars were, like it does, like driving one in a sim is a whole different thing. Like it is fucking wild, right? Yeah. I sent you a text. I was like, guess how much boost these cars are running? Because this was like small V6 turbo era, right?
Yes. So we should say, too, that the experience of driving it is, I mean, even in a sim, terrifying. Like, it's very stressful because you never know when the boost is going to come on and just throw you into the wall in every gear. It doesn't matter. You know, if you have any lock on and you hit boost, goodbye. You're done.
Yeah. Or if you're wrapping, you know, kind of, if you're approaching boost and like getting too aggressive with the pedal, adding a touch of steering, spin.
Yeah.
Right? Boost hits and you spin. Like, it is so binary and so crazy. Yeah.
And we were talking, we were like, how huge must this turbo be? And like, because it's either on or off.
Right.
You know, so it must be just massive.
Yeah.
And then it turns out, you found out, how much boost was it making?
50. They said more than 4 bar, which translates to more than 58 psi. Yeah. 58. So for frame of reference, a Saab 9.3 from 1998-ish, right? With the high output turbo, only put out 18 pounds of boost. Okay. Right. Dusty Rusty put out 23.
Yeah.
Right. My Nugget is around 18. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
And so a bar is 1 atmosphere, right? So that's
14.
4 times atmospheric pressure, more than 4 times atmospheric pressure.
Right.
That is insane. That's huge.
That is so much. Yeah, pump a bike tire up to 58 psi and see how crazy solid that is. And to think about that as the air pressure that you're shoving into the engine.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Right? Yeah.
Really, really crazy. And like, of course, the thing weighed nothing. So it was just, it was a ton of fun though. And of course, we had a really tight little circuit. It was a blast.
My favorite moment was when we could see each other from different parts of the track. And so like if we were like recovering from a spin, which was all the time, we'd be pulling out and like I'd see you come down the hill and that was just cool, right?
It was fun.
But one time I spun and I did that thing where like you're spinning and then you end up going backwards. And I was perpendicular to the track up against the barrier, and you just go sailing by, like, just right in front of me. Like, it was so great. Just, yeah. Oh, man. It was a wonderful time.
It was tons of fun. It's a great challenge if anyone wants it. And then we were like, well, that was too hard. So the next time we got together, we switched over to Forza.
Yeah.
Which is a very different experience.
It is. Yeah.
I've discovered that you can just, you know, when you have to go to the different things in the world, just go as the crow flies.
Right. Just get an all-wheel drive car on rally tires.
Yeah.
And just drive up a fucking mountain. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also have had my kids playing it, and I let them like customize their own vehicle. And so they customize a Bronco, and it is like all the colors.
It's delightful. Yeah, it looks so great.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And they just do donuts and cackle
right.
for like an hour. It's hilarious.
Right? Yeah. I mean, that's all you need to do in these games, right? Yeah, it's like Burnout Paradise, but more freedom.
Yeah.
It's
a ton of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. So it's great to like, when we want to do sim stuff and like really lock it down and we're going to try, right? Yeah, we've got a Seto, right?
Right.
And when we just we played for what, like 50 minutes the other night. We just did like a few missions. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right? Like, yeah, some Forza. It was great.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. That USB handbrake that I got is a fucking hoot, man. It's so like just yanking really cool. That every opportunity is the best. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
Oh my God.
I drive in Forza like you drive a rental car in real life. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, should we get into your rental car thing?
Oh, right. I totally forgot about that.
We need to talk about that. Let me look for the picture. I'll pull it up. Okay.
Okay, so I picked up my rental car.
Yeah.
At an undisclosed, I won't even say where it was.
Yeah.
Undisclosed location in the Midwest someplace from an undisclosed rental car company. But I got in and I just happened to look down at the footwell. And I noticed something that I've never seen before. And maybe I just haven't been paying attention, but I will now.
Oh, yeah. This changes everything. This is more public service announcement than it is anything else.
Which was that there was something plugged into the OBD2 sensor, and the wire goes back up under the dash.
Yep.
So I am guessing it's some sort of like, let's monitor how all these assholes are driving. And oops, my foot bumped it. Oh, oops! I must have bumped it. Didn't even notice it was there.
Yeah, yeah. You were just going for the dead pedal because you normally drive a manual, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And I just wanted to, take a picture of the dead pedal, and I didn't even notice that this wire was in there. I just sending my buddy a picture of the dead pedal.
Right. We're dead pedal enthusiasts. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, well, I have seen how I drive rental cars before. This doesn't seem like a good time for me, so I'm going to unplug that.
Snitches get stitches is what is the fucking motto. Yeah.
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 So
lucky I didn't have snips with me.
What I'm very curious is, I mean, this is just the start, right? And this is more than likely you've probably been in a car that has had this, you just didn't know it, right? And rental car companies having GPS trackers and stuff like that in case their car gets stolen or whatever, sure, right? Okay.
Yep. I
get it. But I don't need a nanny telling that you're hard braking, right? Mm-hmm. And it's not good. But the period of time from which this, the era that we're in right now, where you unplug it and then the agent just checks it next time and plugs it back in, to the era where you unplug it and your fucking cell phone rings, right? Or you can't start the car. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. I'm very curious as to how, what that time is, how compressed that timeline is going to be. Right? Yeah. Is it going to be a year? Is it going to be more? I have a feeling it's going to be shorter. That if you unplug something like that, you're not going to be able to start the car.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I would assume it's a data logger of some sort.
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah.
It could be innocuous. It could be like a, something that just report codes and stuff.
Yeah, so that they could do diagnostics remote. Yeah, fleet management stuff, right?
Fleet management stuff.
Yeah.
But
that
seems like a them problem and not a me problem. And exactly. I'm just going to assume that I want it to stay not a me problem. So I'm
yeah. Yep. Yeah. So look out. Check your OBD ports, everybody. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shimmy, y'all. Shimmy, yay. Yeah. Give me the mic as I fucking get this thing out the way.
We have been really going in on the ODB.
We have. Yeah.
Stuff lately. I don't know why, but we really have been.
Well, I think that there's a couple things and I don't know. Tell me if you feel this way, but I was talking to Chris Sulfrane earlier today, right? Mm-hmm. And we were talking about drum and bass music because we're both big fans. But that sound is really coming back, and it's been comfort food for me, right? It's so good to have on while I'm working, and it's so soothing, and I just really love it, right? And I feel like Old Dirty Bastard, that music, that album specifically is comfort food. It's so wild and weird and warm and just so quotable. It's putting on The Big Lebowski again, right? You know? Yeah.
Well, and it definitely hit me at a young age, and I was very much there's those moments where you're I've never heard anything like this. I've never experienced anything like this.
Right.
What the fuck is this? I need to know more. And you just kind of absorb it all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And like being like, oh, yeah, pour one out, right? Yeah. And being like, rap can be like this, like, right? Like, you know, yeah.
Right. Well, and that was also a period where rap was very like self-serious and flashy, and you know, like there was just, I don't know. It was just didn't have a lot of sense of humor about itself.
Right.
I think, and that very much did.
Right.
It was obviously like over the top and silly and hilarious. So
right.
It was
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. But you're right. We have been like quoting ODB quite a bit. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And it started when we went karting the other day.
It did. Yeah. 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 Tell the folks about our karting experience. Yeah.
We did kind of a joint thing. We did you and PETA.
Yeah.
And then some of the members of the race team, the Lemons team that I'm on. We all kind of met up and did some karting, and then we went and got some gas station shawarma.
Yep.
Afterwards, it was delightful. But the karting was a ton of fun. You and PETA and I had our helmet radios.
Yes. Yes, we did.
And we were just singing Old Dirty Bastard lyrics to each other.
We didn't bring cameras or anything like to try to capture anything. I figured it was going to be like us running with each other, which is not really entertaining. It's entertaining when we have randos mixed in and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, the big thing that happened really was that PETA like just kind of destroyed us for the entire race. I mean, we did 4 races?
5, yeah.
5 races, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We did 5, and
wait, maybe 4. I can't remember.
It was 4. It was 4 races.
Yeah.
We did 4, and he was winning until the last lap of the last heat.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
And I squeaked in with the fast lap of the day, but man, it was tight. I had some garbage carts.
Yeah, I got that garbage cart as well one time. The interesting thing is like the times you get when you have a garbage cart, and then you put me in the same cart. Like I can't get anywhere near what you can get in a garbage cart. Like in a good cart, I'm about 5 to 6 tenths of a second slower than you.
It was about the same in that one. It was about 6 tenths, I think.
No, not in the garbage cart.
Oh,
no,
wasn't
like
that?
When we're in good carts, I am like a second and a half or more slower than you in a garbage cart. You just manage it so much better.
That one in particular was really hard because it was like it just had no power,
right? And
it also understeered.
Yeah.
So it was really, really tricky to get it to go. So you just had to finally I figured out I didn't go near the brake pedal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't brake the entire lap, which is unusual for that track.
Right.
And I just hucked it in and kind of let the front tires kind of scrub off enough speed, but you had to huck it in, but be gentle.
Yeah, because if you hucked it in too much, you would just lose all your speed and you couldn't build it back up. That's what I kept doing. Right.
So I would kind of throw it in hard and then back it off immediately.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and it seemed to kind of work. I mean, I still didn't have great times in it, but.
No, but you had way better times than I did. You have a knack for getting some blood from a stone in some of those carts. Not that you're going to set a record lap, but when anybody else walks into that same garbage cart, they're not getting close to what you can do in it.
Yeah, I mean, that one in particular, I think I figured it out quickly, luckily, but because I was just trying to hang on to the back of PETA.
Right, yeah, yeah.
And failing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a weird cart, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but we had a great time with Brian and Meredith and and PETA. It was great. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And then so we went and got gas station shawarma, and then after that, I went and helped pulled an engine.
Tell me all about this, buddy. How'd the work sesh go?
Actually, it was nice. It was really nice because I think, and I was texting with Meredith afterwards. It was the most fun I've had wrenching on that truck yet.
Okay. You weren't doing it under duress, for one.
That's why. Yep. Because there was no like, I mean, we're under a deadline, but it's a deadline that's like 5 months away.
Right.
And not a deadline that's 5 hours away.
Right. Yeah. Or that you're already 5 hours behind. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was really fun. It's been a long time since I've wrenched, and it was fun.
Nice, man. Nice.
Because usually, again, it's like under race conditions, and you're like scrambling. Yeah. But yeah, it was nice. Like we just pulled the engine out. We took the pan off.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And, why did the engine come out, Ian? Tell people why the engine came out.
Right. So we were. Cast your minds back. It caught fire twice. And we found out that basically when we did the remote, the
oil filter relocation. Yeah.
Right. Those lines were reversed. Mm-hmm. So there was no filtering going on. So that's already not good.
And you're up against a backflow prevention.
Yes.
Built into each oil filter.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that probably contributed to the fire because that was caused by the oil lines failing and everything else. So there was a lot of like pressures happening and then also we weren't filtering. And so there was not correct oil circulation and all this other stuff. So essentially the bearings are shot.
Right.
And they weren't spun but they're bad enough to where we're like, this isn't worth trying to get another race out of.
The oil was sparkly when they pulled it.
Yes.
Yeah. The magic unicorn oil. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. And there was like, you could stick a magnet down in there and get some stuff. Like it was not ideal.
Right. Right.
It was pretty obvious as soon as even to me, like it was obvious. But the other thing too is like once we took the engine and transmission out, we could really kind of look at the damage and stuff.
Yeah, there's the ultimate while you're in there, right?
Yeah, and so we definitely found some more wires that got very crispy that you couldn't find.
Okay.
We couldn't see because they were tucked up underneath the transmission.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was interesting to.
Was it? I mean, do you think the fire was worse than you thought it was?
For sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little sobering.
Yeah. But another interesting thing is that with the engine still in and about 90% fuel in it, we did corner weighting.
Okay.
So remember, this is a Chevy S10 with a V8 in the front.
Mm-hmm.
What's your guess front to rear distribution?
I think it's better than you would think because that engine is pretty far back behind the front wheels. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's one thing about the S10 layout. So what year S10 is it? It's like an
89, I think.
Okay.
91 maybe.
91, okay. 91.
You should probably know that.
S10. Yeah, let's look at an S10. Right? Yeah, so I mean if you're looking at it from the 3/4 view, there's not a lot of room in front of the front tires. So I do think the engine's pretty set back, and you have a small block in it. It's not like you're like rolling like some crazy 454 or something, right?
Right.
So yeah. So I mean,
for context, the weight distribution of the Fiat
is 65-35.
Yeah.
Right. Or something close to that.
64-36 is what this says.
Okay. 64-36. I'm gonna say that yours is better than my Fiat.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 54-46.
It's higher than that. It was 62 front.
Oh, okay.
So right around, about the same as the
Fiat, the same as the Nugget, yeah.
Which it was better than I thought. To be honest. So I think we've been talking about moving some more stuff to the back to kind of fix some of that.
Sure.
Like the battery, that sort of stuff. But yeah, it was interesting to corner weigh it. And then like the side to side, we were like, well, this is going to be all jacked up, because we haven't really been paying attention to that. But it was actually pretty good. Like,
oh, nice.
it was really pretty close.
With a driver in it?
Yeah, and so we kind of did like the variety of drivers.
Yeah,
we have kind of a different variety of driver sizes.
Yeah.
And yeah, it wasn't too far off with the driver in it. So we're gonna do a couple of things to kind of help that. But yeah, it was better than I thought it was gonna be.
Nice, man. Nice.
I wonder what it's like with no fuel in it, since a lot of that is the fuel cell in the back.
Right. True.
Because it was a lot of fuel. So, yeah. Interesting. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I'm excited because we have a good plan on what comes next, which is nice. So we're putting more modern engine in, and hopefully it'll fit a little better and all that. So that's,
nice, dude.
That's to come.
Right on, man. Right on. Yeah. So, so you are doing a new engine, right?
New to the car, yes.
New to the car. Okay. Yeah. Yes. So different than the one coming out, right?
Yes. So the one's going in, I think, is going to be an LT1.
Okay.
Out of like a Capri.
Okay. All right.
And then, hopefully we can use all the same. Apparently, the same ECU will run it and all that. So,
cool. Great.
Yeah. Should be good.
Okay. Nice, man. I'm excited for it. Yeah. When's the race?
The first one that they're looking at is May, so we don't have a ton of time.
No.
But sure.
Nice.
I'm confident with no reason to be. Yeah.
The autocross schedule came out
I know,
within the last week or so. Yeah. First events are in May this season. So
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Test and tune, and then the first event is the weekend after the test and tune. So yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So there we go. Yeah. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah. Car stuff has been happening, man.
I know. Starting to get excited. Like the new season's coming up.
Right. The weather's getting warmer here and there. Today was almost 60 degrees, right?
I know. We're supposed to have a huge storm this week, though.
True. So. Yeah.
Yep. Shh. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. We'll have dry roads. Yeah. Okay. All right, man. Yeah.
Why do I love memes, Dave?
We need to get to that after my license plate game.
Oh, okay. Should we do that first?
We can definitely do a license plate game, Ian.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. I've got a license plate game for you. Okay. This one is just called Food and Drink.
Oh.
Okay. All right. You ready, Captain?
Yeah.
All right. Here you go.
Oh my God.
All right. Up top, we have a silver Toyota Tacoma pick-em-up truck with Aaron's Cleaning Service, or Aaron's Cleaning Service, LLC sticker on the back. Then we have a gray Honda Ridgeline in the middle here. And then at the bottom, we have that cool Mazda red. Mazda does a really good red CX-5. And Ian, go ahead and read the plates.
I mean, this is right up there with meat or beef. What was it? Beef?
Beef.
On the Corvette. Bean Man. With a hyphen.
Yep.
Which I'm interested in. Chili. And love beer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I want to do a zoom and enhance.
Oh, we're doing all the zooms and enhances
because
today,
I already
buddy.
spot something on this Tacoma.
Okay.
Which I feel like is maybe a giveaway.
All right. Well, there's Aaron's Cleaning Service. And I'm not like doing the Key and Peele thing.
This is Wisconsin.
It is Aron. Aaron. Yeah.
It also says Beer Snob on it. The license plate frame says Beer Snob. Yep. And one of them is Love Beer. So I feel like that's what I'm meant to do. And it's also Wisconsin. So of course they love beer. Okay.
Okay. All right. Would you like?
Oh my God! This belongs in the Smithsonian right here.
Okay. All right.
The only thing that would make this better is if there was, like a snowmobile in the back of this.
Yes.
That's the only thing that would make it better.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right. Honda Ridgeline.
So we've got a Honda Ridgeline. This is a Colorado plate, maybe? Connecticut? I can't tell. CH sticker, and then a red cross with caffeine written on it. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Not a ton to go off of there. And then nothing to go off on the CX-5. No license plate frame, Colorado plates.
Right.
Oh. I get it. CH is the caffeine thing, and beans is not referring to I spilled beans on myself watching Cars 2. It's coffee beans. Okay, so it's Love Beer goes with the Tacoma.
Uh-huh.
Bean Man goes with the Ridgeline, which is about coffee beans and not chili beans, which I'm very disappointed about. And then Chili goes down with the CX-5.
Oh, Ian. You're fucking right. Of course you are. Thank you, Aaron, for sending us Love Beer. He said that's like one of the first vanity plates that we've gotten. Thank you, PETA, for sending Chili in. And yeah.
Bean Man.
Oh wait, who sent us Bean Man? Somebody sent us Bean Man. Oh crap. I gotta look, man, because Bean Man came from somebody. Yeah, hang on, Ian. Or wait, no, did I see Bean Man? Ian, I saw Bean Man. No. I think Pat sent it to us. Come on, I'm taking you on a real roller coaster here.
That is. This is a roller coaster
yes,
of emotions.
Pat. I forgot to put Pat's name on here, but Pat sent us Bean Man.
Thank you, Pat. That is excellent spot.
Yes, and that is the one that I said when I texted you. I was like, "Oh, I got a vanity plate for you, buddy." Yeah, because you have just been obsessed with an old tweet recently, and I knew that when you saw it, you would think baked beans. Yeah.
I 100% pictured a can of baked beans.
I know.
In the lap of this driver.
And that's why I was like, yes, this is it. I know exactly what's going through your head. Yeah. Bean Man.
Damn it.
For anyone who doesn't know, sum up the tweet.
There's this classic tweet, and I think it's since been deleted, but basically somebody complained about being bullied by teenagers because he spilled beans on himself, and one of the teenagers alerted the rest of the theater to it in a very funny way. So just Google know your meme beans Cars 2.
Yeah.
And it's oh my god, it's so funny. And I think about it like it's one of those ones that I just think about once a week.
Yep.
You know.
It just like shows up. Hey, all right, glad you're here, and then you're like, see you next week, right? Yeah.
The best.
Yeah. Well,
nice. Well done. That was a clever bit of misdirection there.
Fucking thank you, Pat. Thank you, Pat, for sending in B-Man. Thank you, PETA, and thank you, Aaron, for sending those in. Yeah,
really
for sure.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry that I forgot to leave your name off of the display here, Pat. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
That's really funny.
Amazing. Yeah, I was so excited to give you Bean Man. I forgot to unhide the text layer. Yeah. I'm still dealing with the muscle memory of Adobe Creative Cloud. So, cut me some slack, Yeah.
No, we're all very disappointed in you, Dave.
That's fine. Yeah, Bean Man.
What should we do next?
You know what? You want to talk about, you want to do the album of the week?
Sure.
Or you want to save that for the end? You want to talk about what Jesse sent us first?
Yeah, let's go with Jesse sent us first, and then,
okay.
Yeah.
Album of the week?
Oh, yeah. Yes. So,
okay.
So this is a kind of a throwback to something we talked about a couple weeks ago. And
yeah.
I apologize. For whatever reason, Jesse sent this to us a long time ago in our DMs on Twitter, and I didn't see it until the other day. But one of the many people who got stranded over Christmas during the Southwest Airlines sort of like crazy meltdown thing.
Clusterfuck,
was a couple from Colorado who got stranded in Philadelphia. And, like I described on the show, you become an instant travel agent and you're just like scrambling to try to figure out an alternate mode of transportation. Well, these fucking geniuses bought a Subaru on Craigslist for $500.
There you go.
And drove it to Denver, which is just, and then sold it for a profit.
Oh my God, that's fucking perfect.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
So when everyone's pulling up all the airline websites and car rentals and all that stuff, they're opening fucking Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace.
See, that is the type of bad decision making that I think we really are lacking in this country.
Yeah. God, I wonder if we could get them on the show. Yeah. No,
just like in Ireland, when everyone else was trying to figure out how do we actually grow the potato, some people are like, let's book a boat.
You're exactly right. Right? Ingenuity is what it is, right? Ingenuity.
Stupidity and ingenuity, one of the two. Yes.
At some point, determination beats out stupidity.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
In my line of work, I have to deal with oftentimes stumbling upon something that a clinical person has created some kind of workaround for something that has been broken or inefficient for a long time.
Sure.
There is no creativity like the creativity of someone who has to save somebody's fucking life on a daily basis. And they will do amazing things to work around shit that you should have fixed a long time ago.
This is what we call shadow IT, right?
Yep.
Where people just like, they make shit work. And sometimes it's ingenious.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I think about, this is a Top Gear thing that I think about all the time, of when they do the limos, when they make the limos out of the cars.
Yeah.
And Jeremy does the huge stretched Panda. Eddie has the Great Escape
cart on a string
thing. And James May says, this is a brilliant solution to a problem that never should have existed in the first place. I say that all the time at work.
Yep.
Because it happens constantly.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, here's another great example of that.
Right. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these, if one of these folks was an IT person and the other one was a clinical, like a healthcare professional.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That's admirable levels of fuck it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Right. Craigslist, amazing. Subaru for $500, new battery and windshield wipers, and then they drove it from Philly to Denver. Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
Right? Yeah. Well done, folks. Yeah, and thank you, Jesse, for sending us that. Yeah, this article. Yeah.
A plus story. That's that this is the type of story that just warms the cockles.
Yes. Yeah. You keep those out of the sun, mister. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Very good. Thank you. Okay.
What do you say we move along to we'll do an alignment chart and we'll close out with album of the week?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so our good buddy Dana, hello Dana, down in Florida. Yep, exactly. Yep, hope you're doing okay. Salute to Dana. Sent us this and said, throw this in your alignment chart, and I can see why. So, Ian, here we go. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
It is Resolving the Host. It is Facebook Marketplace. Ian, it is a 1973 Matador.
Hell yeah.
Yep, AMC for $13,500. Yep.
Crazy amount of money.
It was purchased by me from a New Jersey estate sale, in quotes. It sat in an enclosed building since 1983.
Whoa.
304 V8 Auto Trans AC with R12 needs to be blah. 67,000 original miles, Ian. All lights work, radio works, carb rebuilt, fuel line tanks boiled out, full tune-up, Florida tinted glass. Right, nice. So nobody can see the tomfoolery going on inside the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, new brakes. Yep, car runs great. Call Eddie. It's a dude named Eddie, Ian. Yep.
I think a Jersey estate sale.
Uh-huh.
I don't think that person has been dead very long.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like another term for a mob hit, isn't it?
Yeah. This fell off a truck.
Exactly. Yeah, got it at a Jersey estate sale. Yeah, I mean it's got the wood grain vinyl on the side.
It's very proper. I mean, I would get rid of that tint the very first day.
Yeah.
I don't like that tint on there.
No. Yeah, that's very dark. Is that's not real wood on the sides, is it?
I don't think so.
Yeah. The interior looks good, like light blue interior.
Yeah. I was gonna say I admire the hubris of the unbridled optimism of leading with, oh, you might need to convert the AC, and that's going to be the most pressing problem that you have.
Well, I think for Florida buyers, yeah.
Good. I mean, it could be.
Right? Yeah, look at those gauges. Those are gorgeous.
This might be too nice for our chart.
It might be, but like, do you think that this has the potential to ruin your life? And if it does, how would it ruin your life?
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
I mean, the rust doesn't look that bad, considering it's a car from 60 or 73? 73, yeah. It's got the right wheels. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm inclined to say this is too nice.
Yeah? I think that this has the potential to ruin your life, Ian.
In what way?
I think that it's too nice. Exactly what you're saying is that it's too nice, right? That you would need to maintain it at that level. That seeing the vehicle degrade from use or something like that, you can really only continue preservation from here, right?
Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. This is something that's going to hurt more to see it decay than if it was just a $2,000 like Project Miata. If that decays, who cares, right? Mm-hmm. It's all part of the package. But if this thing, like, if a rust spot shows through on one of these panels here, that's gonna. I mean,
well, and I gotta assume too that an AMC of this vintage is just tougher to keep running than a Ford or a Chevy or a Mopar, right? Like, it's probably harder to get parts, I would imagine.
I don't know.
Can we pull up the alignment chart? No, there it is.
One step ahead of you, Pappy.
Yeah.
You know?
This might be lawful neutral.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, because I think lawful fits with like things that are nice, and you have a really set path forward for you. You know?
Right.
And I wouldn't say it's good.
Right.
It's not evil. Definitely not evil.
No, yeah, it's definitely off the evil side of the alignment chart for sure.
Yeah. I'm neutral to lawful neutral is kind of where I'm at.
Okay. I'm like kind of wavering between lawful neutral and neutral good.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Can you pull up the definition of neutral good for us?
Yeah.
Let's
see.
Yeah. It's going to hurt to see this thing degrade. It could be lawful good.
Okay, a neutral good character does the best that a good person can do. He's devoted to helping others. He works with kings and magistrates but does not feel beholden to them. It's the best alignment you can be because it means doing what is good without bias for or against order.
Okay.
Neutral good can be a dangerous alignment when it advances mediocrity by limiting the actions of the truly capable.
Okay.
You might be onto something there.
Right? I feel like that this is kind of vacillating between that lawful neutral and neutral good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've won me over. I think I'm on neutral good with this now.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the flavor of bad decision that this is.
Right? Yeah. It's not pulling any punches, but if it's going to ruin your life, it's I don't know, kind of like the Z here, like you're going to be
at the worst case scenario, you got a nice storage shed for a lot of stuff.
Worst case scenario, you sell off the parts that are still good to other AMC folks, right?
True.
Right?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, man, that was a conundrum. That was tougher than I thought it was going to be.
Those, I really like it. Thank you for sending it, Dana. And I am really taken by those dash gauges, man. That is my jam right there with the silver and black Art Deco. Oh,
AMCs are just cool, man.
That's fucking Severnut kryptonite or catnip right there. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
Love it.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Oh man.
Well, yeah. Thank you, Dana. That was great.
This is the part of the podcast where I'm just silent and stare at a picture. Everybody's favorite part.
So say, Dave.
Yes, Ian.
Did you enjoy Young Liars? Or Young Fathers, sorry.
I did, and I really like Young Fathers. Yeah. I'm gonna buy a bunch of their stuff on Bandcamp. Yeah. So I appreciate you pointing me in their direction, and I have some recommendations for you based off of that.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I don't know. So with Young Fathers Dead, it seems like I could see how you like Ibibio Sound Machine and this in the same time, right? And like those. They have a very similar vibe in that they are expansive albums. Mm-hmm. So if you like the abstract hip hop rap piece, like odd, the album starts with a fucking accordion, right?
Yeah.
I think an accordion. Yeah. Or a harpsichord. Yeah.
Yeah. A weird sound for sure.
Right. Yes. But you want to take it and make that experience intimate, like the band is like you're seeing them at the Bluebird and there's only like 12 people there, right? Okay. Yeah. Then you need to listen to Restiform Bodies. Specific
Rest of foreign bodies?
Yeah, Restiform. It's a neurological term, Restiform Bodies. I don't know if they're making music anymore, but you definitely need to listen to them. This album here, which is just self-titled. Like if you want something more intimate, right? Right. But if you want something that's just kind of like, that is that kind of like somewhat expansive, but very atmospheric, vibe. Definitely. And this is all anti-con stuff. Like this label was so huge to me in this like era. Like okay. Like, it's like you recommended an Aphex Twin album to me, really. Like I
thought maybe you were gonna dig that one.
I went deep on the Anti-Con label because like that's where Alias came from, and like so like all of this great stuff, right? Like so definitely check out Cloud Dead 10, and like that's like the stuff where you like. Just imagine the MC being stoned out of their mind with a giant afro and like a microphone, and they're just rattling off like the most poetic, insane lyrics, like, and just through a haze of smoking clouds, right? Yeah. So definitely check out Cloud Dead and Restiform Bodies. I'm not going to have very many things where I fire a recommendation back to you because that's not what this segment is.
That's fine. No, that's great.
But when you come at me with something on the Anti-Con label, it's inevitable. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that you'll really like those. And yeah, if anybody else, this is when I found out of Restiform Bodies from that. There was a music sharing service, completely illegal, at the time called Audio Galaxy. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Right. That was the best because on Audio Galaxy, it would say people who like this. And it had 3 other things.
Right.
That's how I found out about Soul, Sage Francis, Restiform Bodies, Cloud Dead. I found out about the Micronauts and Binary Star and like all of that crazy like I found out about Atmosphere because of that. Right? Like all of that like Midwest and San Francisco hip hop and like all of that stuff. Like all of that like Life Sucks Die magazine stuff from that era, like Audio Galaxy got me on all of that. Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I like weird hip hop, I think.
Oh.
Like
have I got some fucking albums for you, buddy? Yeah, I've got stuff that like I have a burned CDR that the lead singer of Rest Deformed Bodies sold like 10 of. I have one where he cut out stuff from magazines and taped it on the CDR, and that was the album cover. It has no name. You can't find it anywhere. I have one.
That's amazing.
Like, yeah. You want to talk about weird hip hop, buddy? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I like that stuff.
Yeah, right. Just crazy heady stuff. Yeah.
Well,
right?
I predicted that you would like Young Fathers. And that album in particular. So I'm happy that I was right about that.
Yeah, for sure. It's great. I appreciate it. Anticon, man. Great label.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Please don't get Milkshake Ducked. Anticon.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, this week, I do not have hip hop.
Okay.
But I do have. So I'm tired today. I was up all night with a sick toddler. So I'm tired. I need a pick me up.
Okay.
And so I am recommending. There's a lot of punctuation in this record title, so just get ready.
Okay.
I am recommending The Makeup's first record. It's just The Makeup. Sorry, that was possessive. The Makeup. Destination, : love, live, ! at Cold Rice.
Okay. All right. I like that they throw a semicolon in there.
Oh yeah. This is this like weird kind of like very garage 60s sort of like, it's kind of done like one of those 60s live albums.
Okay.
It's recorded like a 60s live album.
Yeah.
But it's like very like frenetic garage rock.
Okay.
And the
came out in 96. Okay. All right.
Yeah. And like the second song on it in particular, I could listen to it over and over and over again. It's called Here Comes the Judge. Yeah. I love this record. It's very just chaotic and got a lot of energy.
Okay.
And without being like straight ahead punk rock, because I usually don't like straight ahead punk rock that much. So this is kind of my go-to for this sort of thing. Yeah. Okay. It's a lot of fun.
Nice. I will check it out. I have to admit, I haven't listened to the Television album yet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna back to back the Television and album and this one.
Yeah. The Television album is definitely more heady.
Okay. Do you have an order that you'd recommend I listen to those in?
It depends on mood. I think like headphones, television, kind of more like a more chill vibe.
Okay.
This, if you dance while cleaning the dishes with loud music on.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
It's perfect for that.
Okay. What's a better one for me to drive around in the Nugget doing errands?
This one,
The Makeup. Okay. Destination, : love, live, exclamation point at Cold Rice.
Yes.
I was almost there. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. It's got all of the punctuation.
Yeah. I love this band picture. This is great. Yeah.
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 For 1996, it tells you what fucking weirdos they were. That's what they looked like in 1996.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're out blues explosioning John Spencer.
It's got a lot of blues explosion vibes to it.
Okay. Take a whiff of my pant leg, baby.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
The vocals are very John Spencer-y.
Okay.
But it's a little lighter than John Spencer music, I would say.
Okay.
Less bluesy.
Okay.
More punky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. Nice, man. Yeah. Nice.
I think you'll like it.
Right on. Well, I will listen to these. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It is my pledge, Ian, to listen to every Ian album of the week.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I did I did like 3 the other day when I did the Ya Ya Ya.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to try to spread out the ones that I don't think you're going to like.
Well, I want the ones that like you've just been digging on,
Yeah. No, but this genuinely, I was like, I need to listen to this today.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. I've not been putting my thumb on the scales too much.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Right on, man. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Good.
For sure.
Well, Dave, did we do a car show?
We did do a did car show. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about cars. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Check your OBD 2 ports, everybody. Yeah. Fucking
absolutely.
Apex adjacent public service announcement. Yeah.
The more you know. Do.
Yeah. Yeah. Real quick, did you notice I was drinking from a new mug this evening?
I didn't. Oh.
I made a vegan angel mug.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. That's great.
Thank you. I think it works well.
It looks great.
Thank you. Yeah. If anybody wants a vegan angel mug, hit me up. I'll sell you one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything else that people should do?
Definitely continue to text us license plates. I have a license plate game that we didn't even get to tonight that's got some real wackadoo stuff in it, Ian. 720-515-1391.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or apexadjacent@gmail.com. Media socials, blah, blah, blah. We love you, everybody. Thank you. Goodbye.